How to fix Fallout 4 running at 2x speed due to high FPS after Windows 11 upgrade. Welcome back to Technobalta. The transition to a new operating system, particularly an upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11, can sometimes introduce unexpected performance anomalies in older game titles. Fallout 4, a beloved open-world RPG, frequently exhibits a peculiar issue where the game's speed dramatically accelerates, running at what feels like 2x normal speed. This phenomenon is directly linked to the game's engine design, which unfortunately ties its physics calculations and overall game speed to the frame rate. When modern hardware, especially after a fresh Windows 11 install, pushes frame rates well above the original 60 FPS target the game was designed around, the physics engine can become desynchronized, leading to accelerated gameplay, erratic object behavior, and sped-up dialogue. This deep dive guide will equip you with a comprehensive suite of technical solutions to meticulously diagnose and rectify this common issue, restoring Fallout 4 to its intended play speed. Our journey to resolution begins with a critical understanding of Fallout 4's engine limitations. Unlike many contemporary titles, its core game logic is intrinsically tied to the refresh rate. Exceeding the 60 frames per second threshold can effectively double or triple the rate at which game events are processed, resulting in the 2x speed anomaly you might be experiencing. Therefore, the primary focus of our solutions will revolve around precisely managing and capping the game's frame rate, alongside other system-level optimizations that might influence performance post-Windows 11 upgrade. Deep Dive Technical Solutions. Implement the High FPS Physics Fix mod. This is the most direct and recommended solution, specifically designed to untie Fallout 4's physics engine from its frame rate dependency. Download and install the High FPS Physics Fix from Nexus Mods, ensuring you follow the mod's specific installation instructions for your chosen mod manager or manual integration. This mod effectively patches the game's executable to stabilize physics calculations independent of your actual frame rate, preventing the speed-up issue. Cap FPS via NVIDIA Control Panel. For NVIDIA GPU users, open the NVIDIA Control Panel, navigate to Manage 3D Settings, then select the Program Settings tab. Locate Fallout 4, or add it if not listed, and set a max frame rate of 60 FPS under the relevant setting. This globally limits the frame rate for the specific game application, overriding any in-game settings. Limit FPS via AMD Radeon Software. AMD GPU users should access the Radeon Software application, go to the Gaming tab, and select Fallout 4. Within the game profile, enable Radeon Chill and set its maximum FPS limit to 60. Alternatively, utilize Radeon Boost or Frame Rate Target Control, if available, to precisely cap the frame rate at 60. Modify Fallout 4 prefs.ini for vsync. Navigate to Documents /My Games /Fallout 4 and open Fallout 4 prefs.ini with a text editor. Search for ivsync present interval equals 1 and ensure this line is set to 1 to enable vsync, which attempts to synchronize frame output with your monitor's refresh rate, typically 60 Hz. If it's 0, change it to 1. Adjust Fallout 4.ini for iFPSClamp. In the same Documents /My Games /Fallout 4 folder, open Fallout 4.ini. Under the section, add or modify the line iFPSClamp equals 60. This setting can forcibly limit the game's internal frame processing to 60 FPS, though it might introduce microstuttering if not paired with stable external frame rate control. This is a legacy setting that often still applies to Fallout 4. Utilize Steam launch options. Right-click Fallout 4 in your Steam library, select Properties, and under the General tab, click Set Launch Options. Enter +max 60 or similar commands if they are supported by the game's engine, although this is more common for Source Engine games. For Fallout 4, this method is less reliable than ini edits or external limiters, but worth trying in conjunction. Employ RivaTuner Statistics Server, RTSS. RTSS, often bundled with MSI Afterburner, provides a highly effective and precise global frame rate limiter. Install RTSS, add Fallout 4's executable to its profile, and set a frame rate limit of 60 FPS. This is a robust solution that works independently of GPU vendor software and can provide consistent results. Update graphics drivers. Ensure your graphics drivers are up to date with the latest stable version compatible with Windows 11. Perform a clean installation of the drivers, uninstalling previous versions first to prevent potential conflicts or performance regressions introduced by the OS upgrade. Outdated drivers can lead to unpredictable performance and stability issues. Verify game file integrity via Steam. Corrupted or missing game files can lead to various anomalies, including performance issues. In Steam, right-click Fallout 4, go to Properties, then Local Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. This process checks and reacquires any problematic files, ensuring a pristine game installation. Disable full-screen optimizations. Locate Fallout 4.exe, typically in Steam Library /SteamApps/common/Fallout 4, right-click it, go to Properties, then the Compatibility tab. Run in Compatibility mode. Still within the Compatibility tab for Fallout 4.exe, experiment with running the game in compatibility mode for Windows 8 or Windows 7. While not always necessary, older titles sometimes benefit from mimicking an older OS environment, which might resolve peculiar engine behaviors on Windows 11. Adjust Windows 11 game mode settings. Windows 11's game mode aims to optimize system resources for gaming, but sometimes it can interfere. Go to Settings, Gaming, Game Mode, and toggle it off, then test the game. If the issue persists, re-enable it and ensure it's functioning as intended, as it generally helps reduce background processes. Configure Power Plan for high performance. Ensure your Windows 11 Power Plan is set to high performance. Navigate to Control Panel, Hardware and Sound Power Options and select High Performance. This prevents the CPU and GPU from throttling, ensuring consistent power delivery for demanding games. Check Monitor Refresh Rate. Verify that your monitor's refresh rate is correctly configured in Windows 11. Go to Settings, System, Display, Advanced Display Settings, and ensure your display is set to its native refresh rate, especially if it's above 60 Hz. Mismatched refresh rates can sometimes confuse older game engines. Disable G-Sync/FreeSync for testing. While adaptive sync technologies like G-Sync and FreeSync are beneficial, they can occasionally cause conflicts with older game engines or specific frame rate limiting methods. Temporarily disable G-Sync, NVIDIA Control Panel, or FreeSync, AMD Radeon Software /Monitor OSD, to rule out any compatibility issues. Play in windowed borderless mode. In Fallout 4 prefs.ini, Find b Fullscreen equals 1 and change it to b Fullscreen equals 0. Also, find b Borderless equals 0 and change it to b Borderless equals 1. Playing in windowed borderless mode can sometimes provide more consistent frame rate synchronization with the desktop compositor, mitigating full-screen exclusive issues. Disable hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling. This Windows 11 feature offloads GPU scheduling tasks to the GPU itself, which can improve performance in some modern titles, but may introduce inconsistencies with older games. Navigate to Settings, System, Display, Graphics. Change default graphics settings and toggle hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling off. Clean reinstallation of Fallout 4. Uninstall the game. Manually delete any remaining folders in your Steam directory and documents /mygames/Fallout 4, then reinstall. This ensures no residual, corrupted, or conflicting files from your previous Windows 10 installation are affecting the game. By systematically applying these technical solutions, beginning with the high FPS Physics Fix mod and followed by various frame rate limiting techniques and system optimizations, you should be able to resolve Fallout 4's accelerated gameplay on Windows 11. Understanding the game engine's peculiarities is key to taming its behavior on modern high-performance systems. Don't forget to follow Technobalta for more in-depth technical guides and solutions.